Next up, we have our Solutioneer team for Utopia Smart City. Solutioneers, take it away.
Hello, everyone. We are Utopia Smart City's GreenLight Solutioneer team. We're so excited to be here tonight. My name is Gemini Boudry. I'm the project lead this semester. I'm currently a junior double majoring in economics and business sustainability.
My name is Josh Dahl. I'm a first-year sustainability student at MTC.
I'm Thorne Harvey. I'm a first year at ASU studying molecular biology and biotechnology.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mitchell Breedlove. I am a sophomore at ASU studying sustainability. This is my first semester with GreenLight.
And our last member, William O'Neill, unfortunately can't make it tonight. He'd love to be here with us, but we'll be continuing on with the rest of the team. With that, let's get started. Our project partner, Utopia Smart City, is the newest mixed-use occupant-owned, self-sustaining community that operates on blockchain, with over 300 buildings that incorporate smart home technology. The ground level hosts commercial storefronts with business owners living above, and they plan to break ground in Phoenix this year. We also have some of the board members with us here tonight, so shout out to them. Thank you so much for coming. Utopia's mission is to develop smart cities that provide affordable housing, sustainable agriculture, and alternative energy, resulting in reduced carbon footprint that runs through a decentralized, transparent, collaborative economy. They're involved in the sustainable development of their community. Utopia has even partnered with GreenLight Solutions on 2 other projects, which were completed last semester. Lastly, Utopia supports Sustainable Development Goals 7, 9, and 11, affordable and clean energy, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, and sustainable cities and communities.
So the challenges Utopia was facing this semester was the need to engage their community with sustainable energy practices so their city may uphold the sustainable development standards. They needed to motivate people to live in the community and get involved in order to get it off the ground and running. Lastly, they wanted to form relationships between sustainable behaviors and corresponding incentives in their economic system, which runs on blockchain and incorporates NFTs. NFTs are non-fungible tokens, which is a form of a unique digital asset. These challenges led us to our vision and mission, and our vision was to advance Utopia's incentive program, and our mission was to complete an outreach and incentive program by May of 2021. Based on the challenges we faced, we established 3 objectives. Our first objective involved identifying key sustainable behaviors and incentives. Our KPI was to identify 5 of these, and we were able to surpass this goal. Our goal number 2 was to further develop one of these key behavior incentive pairs from objective 1 with visualizations. We wanted to incorporate 10 insight visualize. We successfully achieved this goal. Our objective 3 was to create an outreach infographic for Utopia Smart City. We successfully surpassed this last KPI of 5 topics and incorporated 6 in our outreach infographic.
For our first objective, we paired off desirable, sustainable behaviors with incentive programs. As Mitchell mentioned, our KPI for this one was 5 programs, and we're actually able to provide 6. Thorne created the Community Volunteering, Education, and Gardening Program, or VEG for short, a really fun program that incentivizes residents to participate in community gardens and generate NFT rewards for work in the garden. Gemini presented a Community Energy Efficiency Rewards Program, an innovative program for residents to automate their energy consumption. This program also highlighted Utopia's need for a passive function within the app. Mitchell's Water Use Efficiency Program installed water meters into Utopian homes, detailing water efficiency for multiple purposes, including NFT incentivization. Mitchell also developed a Utopia vendor shopping program that created NFT rewards for non-Utopian shoppers. Williams Vehicle Incentive Program, or VIP for short, incentivized residents to travel more sustainably through ride sharing, or walking and biking. Utopia ultimately decided on our Utopia Sustainable Business Board program, which resulted from research in the Journal of Production. This program incentivizes a sustainable and regenerative economy through regulation and support from a board that involves all stakeholders in the ecosystem. Utopia Sustainable Business Certifications and Behaviors, which can be turned into unique NFT or crypto rewards, will become the focus of the remainder of our time.
For our second deliverable, we further developed and designed the program and created some app logic for them. So this is the chart that we put together to identify the different relationships present in the Sustainable Business Practices program. The blue lines signify increases, while red ones signify decreases in the corresponding behavior. And although these types of charts can get messy pretty quickly, having a full view of everything at a high level helped us identify feedback loops and other important insights for Utopia. We'll have a few examples for you here tonight, but we completed 10 of these insights total for Utopia.
Thank you, Gemini. So the first insight that we identified was a success to successful system trap. This typically happens when a business is certified early in the process, which allows them to earn a lot more NFTs than a business that becomes certified later on. So we created a ranking system on the right-hand side with badges that control the NFTs earned by the business's sustainable behaviors. The bronze badge would produce the most amount of NFTs per behavior, which would motivate beginning businesses to start their sustainability journey, while the gold badge would yield the lowest amount of NFTs per behavior, thereby preventing them from earning too many NFTs because they're more seasoned. This badge system would also encourage businesses to strive for achievement rather than for the NFTs themselves. Another insight our group found was the escalation system trap. So here in the left cycle, the problem occurs when businesses cannot achieve the standards required by the certification process due to finances or the difficulty of certifying in the first place. This is solved by having the sustainability board review feedback given by the inquiring businesses along with businesses that are already involved. In the right cycle, their problem is usability issues. With technology comes a learning curve that may drive potential customers and businesses away. So with this, the application that Utopia Smart City uses has to be as easy to use as possible by creating tutorials and helpful tips to increase the usability.
Another insight we researched was rule beating, in which an unjust economy is created through problematic business behaviors or the gaming of the system. In this insight, we illustrate how regulation can improve and maintain a regenerative eco-economy. Through managing an online knowledge center, classes, demonstrations, or just in data accumulation, USB will be able to drive innovation and adapt to new sustainability goals while pushing a utopian golden standard to anyone involved in the economy. As businesses adapt to meeting these standards, the USB can support with risk avoidance, financial issues, and policy concerns. Finally, as businesses begin to attain the golden standard and acquire NFTs in return, the threat of its stagnated innovation and unregulated gaming of the system emerges. The USB works to regenerate the process again through continued education and new goals. Objective 3 was completed with the development of a general systems diagram for the functions of the app within Utopia. Working with Utopia interns, we developed 2 system diagrams. In this example, we highlight the responsibility of the USBB to develop and manage a paid or open source knowledge center that highlights the efforts of the Utopia Smart City. With the support of Utopia businesses, the Knowledge Center will serve to advertise the Utopia Golden Standard of sustainability while directing interested participants toward businesses.
After finding those 10 insights, our final objective was to provide outreach infographics for Utopia Smart City. So here are a couple of examples of the infographics that we created, one for the VEG program and one for the Community Energy Engagement program. We created 6 of these infographics illustrating the programs we designed for Objective 1. We broke them down into digestible information to better educate those who had no idea what NFTs are and how gamification can also serve as a great incentive for a community like Utopia Smart City. These could also be potential programs that are part of Utopia's arsenal of projects that they can use in their community.
All right, last, if you want to support Utopia, you can check out their website to learn more about the community and help get the word there. Utopia is always looking for more connections and partners in sustainability. That concludes our presentation for you all this evening. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight and supporting our project and Utopia Smart City as well. We'd love to connect with you, so please feel free to message any of us on LinkedIn. We'll be happy to chat or answer any questions you may have, and questions now as well.
Well done, team. What a way to wrap up the end of our presentations. We're just going to conclude with some questions. Joshua wants to know, is there an estimated time that we're going to have the completion of the Smart City?
So that, I would say, is outside the scope of our so far. They're starting to break ground with the construction this year. So it kind of depends on how long that construction takes, but hopefully as soon as possible. Very exciting project.
While we wait for some more questions to come in the chat, I have a question. How familiar was the team with this concept of smart cities, or was it a new thing? Did you have to do a lot of learning? And what was that process like?
So, and all of our other team members can speak on this, but I will definitely say that it's definitely a new kind of concept for me, at least. I had heard about sustainable cities before in some of my sustainability classes, but that was really only just a year or two ago. It's semi-familiar, but I would say definitely the very new aspects of this project. We're learning a lot of the technical aspects with those systems dynamics models and systems diagrams, which they took a lot of effort and work learning how to figure out how those work, but they ended up being really useful, and I feel like we really learned a lot.
Awesome. Kevin wants to know, how do NFTs fit into the system and what's their value?
All right, NFTs, another thing that was very new to us. So I will do my best here to explain. As Mitchell mentioned, they're a sort of digital asset. If you've heard of cryptocurrencies before, those are like crypto tokens, which is sort of like digital money. The NFTs are kind of a higher, I guess, layer to that. A lot of people use them as sort of collectibles, but Utopia is in the process of trying to incorporate them more as a solid asset. A lot of their value comes from scarcity, but again, Utopia is really trying to incorporate real concrete, tangible value to them as well. And if any of my other teammates would like to weigh in on that, please go ahead.
Yeah, so NFTs have been generally on the rise through social media and whatnot, especially perpetuated by big people like Elon Musk and all that. NFTs are non-fungible tokens, which is a digital asset. But in terms of Utopia Smart City, what they're hoping to do is visualize the NFT and create it through altered reality, either through augmented reality or virtual reality, where if you have these NFTs that are earned through sustainable behaviors, that is recorded on the blockchain. And then you can also visualize that NFT either through decorating your house, either virtually or physically, depending on augmented or virtual reality. So that's basically how the NFTs would influence Utopia Smart Cities community.
Excellent explanation. So with that, we have concluded all of our Solutioneer presentations. thank you guys so much for joining us for that.